Hello, my name is Holly from My Daily Haze. Thank you for joining me. So it's a very rushed update on making Christmas present making. There's no cross stitch today, but there is a cross stitcher. I glanced at one of her videos today, and that was the sleepy stitcher. She's awesome. Like I said, I only caught one of her quick ones, and but I thought she's beautiful projects. So the rest of it's not cross stitch, I'm afraid. So I did show a couple of these on the last little quick video that I did. This is the pair of DK socks that I showed last time. Those are okay. Those, and these as well. These were in the last video, but I'm letting you see them in person, well, kind of in person. I finished 2 more pairs of socks since then. Another pair of DK socks. I don't know why, but it comes out kind of turquoisey, but it's more greenish, the little stripes thing. Those are DK socks. And then a little pair of, for a little girl, a super soft yarn. I think this is size 13 UK. Can't remember. There's so many pairs of socks I'm doing. I finished. Oh goodness. I don't know if I'll be able to say nearly finished. I've just got to bury some threads, but I finished the quilt I needed to make. Oh goodness. I will have to show you. Anyway. I'll show you some videos, some photos right now. The front, I guess it's a modified jelly roll race quilt where I've just done 3-inch strips, and I've quilted it back and forth on my little vintage machine, my little Featherlight. So the trying to squeeze this massive quilt through my little Featherlight Singer, I wasn't able. It kept made the stitching a bit wonky, but I just wanted to make sure to stabilize the fabrics to make it wear better. And on the back, I'll put a little picture there. Because I made the mistake. I've realized once I did the backing, I had chosen to. I bought some fabric for the backing, and I picked up the wrong fabric, thinking it was just some of the fabric I was using for quilting, for the front part of it. So when it came to doing the backing, I didn't have enough, so I've had to, as you can see in the picture there, I've had to piecemeal the back. And what I've done is the bottom is the deer fabric in the forest. I did the big bit of fabric, which I'm pretending that it's the meadow, right? The deer looking out across the meadow, and at the top I've tried to put stars, but I put one teeny tiny little bit of fabric with reindeer, because I wanted some kind of Santa's reindeer going through the sky. I'm hoping that this will be out most of the year, but I thought that would be a quirky little whimsical touch to the top of it, to the sky having. There we go. I think you'll be able to see it there. Yeah. I'm just being silly, but I just thought it was really cute. I've just got to bury the threads from the quilting, and there's one little bit of the binding that didn't go well, so I have to go. It's fine, but I want to make sure to sew it down perfectly so that it's stable. So that's just like 10-15 minutes of burying threads, and that's over and done with. So that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Next thing I'm doing is this thick, heavy, white bulky blanket, knitted blanket. It's got, I'm trying to get to at least a square. It's 44 inches wide, so I'm trying to get it at least there. I think I'm gonna have to get at least one more ball of yarn for it. Because I was gonna crochet, even though it's a knitted blanket, I was gonna crochet the edging to tidy it up a bit. There's one little bit where instead of slipping it properly, I don't know if I knitted it or whatever, but there's like a quirk at the end. Not that it's huge, but I'd like to make it nice and tidy. The pink blanket is coming along. That's upside down and it's all tangly, but this is coming along. I want to make this one at least square as well, and I'm trying to put at least 2 rows in it, if not 4 a day. I'm trying to put in like 4 to 6 rows in the white blanket a day. So those 2 things are going. The big stuff I'm just throwing around. I've got, and the rest, well, not, it's all knitting, but I was just trying to, sorry, my nose is itching. Got fluff from that white blanket that's sitting there. The next priority to get done is these little size 13 UK socks. What I'm doing is, this is zigzag yarns. It's quite a coarse, toothy kind of yarn, and I'm hoping the little girl, I was told by the mum that she's not very particularly sensitive. So, and what I'm doing is, I'm doing an adjustable heel. This is a pattern I found somewhere online for free for adjustable heel, because she grows really quickly. she's a fast girl with this young lady. So what I'm gonna do is carry this on up for, I think the pattern said 2 or 3 inches, and then I'll go straight into the cuff and just do the other side. Start doing the other side the same pattern, because it's a 2x2 group. It's not anything important, not anything special. So the young lady likes turquoise and things like that, so I thought that yarn would be nice. I'm not enjoying the yarn. It's a zigzag yarn. I've never had any problems with zigzag yarn, but this one is very thin and it's splitting a lot. But it is sticking to, it is meshing quite well, and I'm thinking this young lady, because she's an active young person, that it will withstand more of her activity. So that will be great. Let's see, which one is this one? This one. I'm just trying. Oh, there it is. Excellent. I was looking for things. I looked everywhere for something, and then to find it's already on the table. Isn't that a blessing? All right. So the next one is, this is the other little lady's sister. And she just likes color. She's an artist. She likes lots of different colors. This is the same yarn. I've just started in different places. So, and I'm hoping that she will like this. This is, oh, I don't remember the brand of it, and I really don't have time to be digging for it. But anyway, that's quite. I'm doing all my socks 2 at a time, toe up, like normal. So that's all good there. My little granddaughter, I've started the toes of hers. These aren't due until Christmas Day, so I'm not rushing on these. I'm just trying to get little toes started, teeny tiny little toes. So that's all organized there. I have, these are one of the adult socks. I do have the toes started on them. I did that ages ago. I haven't done anything more on them because I'm going to do the kids first. And these are DK, and it's just one yarn, not like the last pair I did, which was 2 fingering weight yarns to do it together. That's really hard on my hands. So, but doing the DK yarn together, that's just a DK yarn. It's not as rough on my hands as possible. My poor hands, they've been, they're all swollen and stuff, but I'm getting things done, and I'm super excited about that. Oh, that goes back in there. Sorry about the rustling, but I've got so many projects that I need to, oh, that's funny. I've got it in a butterfly bag. I don't have any manly bags, I don't think, so I'll just, it's not going to offend his it's not going to offend his manhood, me putting it in there. Oh goodness. I started these are, once I get the 2 little kids socks done, these are the next ones. I've started them because the way I look at it is, once the toes started, especially if I do an afterthought heel, afterthought heels are easy for me. It's not a problem. once I get the toes started, the rest of it's easy. So I only need to concentrate on toes mostly, and then on the heels a little bit, and the cuff. So those are the easy bits for me. The easy bits are just the stocking, but the toes are the most arduous task that I have, except for if I do a different heel, which I occasionally experiment. I'm in a quandary and my son and his wife, they're like, well, you know, really, she needs a blanket. She needs a hat. We're going to be in the UK. You know, she's used to Dubai weather, and she's not used to cold weather. She says, oh, she really needs a hat. Don't worry about making her socks. I'm like, I've already started the socks, but she does need a hat. And I'm like, okay. So what I've done is, this is a fiber something fusion. Where is it? There it is. Felt fusion. Yeah, felt fusion yarn. It's super yummy and colorful. And I've taken it, it's a 4-ply fingering weight, and I've added a 4-ply fingering weight white yarn, white sock yarn that I got to make to add to a blanket that I'm planning. Well, I was going to take one of my blankets apart and put it back to you. Well, I'll do that a different time. This is not right now. Anyway, this is sold as a Musselburgh hat, is sold at Teague. But what I'm doing is, I'm just, at this point in time, my plan is just to make it, just do a ribbing around it when I get it long enough, and that will be her little hat. It depends on how fast I can do it and how much how much I accomplish. I might just do the little ribbing and just go at it, but if I have time, I'll make the complete pattern where you fold in on each other. But to be honest, this is because I've got the two, it's a DK weight. I think it'll be warm enough. So I think I'll probably end up doing just the 2x2 ribbing or 1x1 ribbing for the edge of it, and that will be fine. But it's super soft. My husband is very sensitive to fabric, so I asked him to choose what yarn to use, because some of them were a little bit rougher than others, and he was able to choose that one. Now, there's only one other project that I need to, there's one other sock, and my original plan was to, the person requested Halloween colors. So I was thinking about doing these with the heels. She wanted contrast heels and toes. Sorry about the rustling, but if I run out of time to get her present done, the socks I was doing on the way back from doing on the way back from Italy. She likes Christmas yarn as well, so she may get these instead. It's sparkly, and I'll just do her the Halloween ones for her birthday in the summertime. She says any day is good for Halloween yarn, or any time is good for Halloween yarn. So that's the plan right there. I'm hoping that I can get these socks done for my husband for Christmas. It's almost ready to put the heel in, and I might do a afterthought heel in them anyway, and that's even quicker. Actually, oh no, yeah, I was just looking at it, because I cast on 64 stitches, and when I first cast these on, I was still stitching. I was still making 64 stitch socks, but my stitching's quite loose, and the socks I make for that count are too roomy for us. So my husband and I both prefer the 30. The 60 count was 30 per needle. But so what I did is, when I realized it was going to be a little bit too loose, I just started doing a ribbing on the top for him. I'm hoping that I can get these done for him, so at least he'll have one homemade present from me. I did buy some like sapphire blue, dark sapphire blue yarn. I'm hoping to be able to make him crochet him a quick beanie. Crochet, I've done that. I've done crocheted beanies in 30 minutes or 45 minutes at a time. So I'm hoping that I've got time to do that. He loves friendship bracelets. He's such a softie. He loves friendship bracelets made by family and friends. So I'm gonna try to. I was gonna try to do a more intricate pattern for it, but it looks like I'll just have to do the quick one I normally one of the quick ones I normally do. But those are the things that we've got. I've got his West Ham colored socks, his football team's colored socks that I was going to do. I can't see me being able to get them. Maybe I can get them done for Valentine's Day for him, or maybe Father's Day at this moment in time. And that is what I've been doing. I've been crafting my little fingers. I started putting my Christmas tree up. We put the tree up on Sunday. I started putting the lights on and only got like the bottom half, but I was so super cotton picking busy yesterday. Monday is my chore day. I do, the bulk of my chores on a Monday. Washing the sheets and all this other stuff. So, and then I'm trying to touch the 4 main projects, the white blanket, the pink blanket, and the turquoise green socks, and the stripes, her sister's striped socks. I'm trying to do those there, and sometimes I'm not even getting those done. So I'm trying to touch all 4 of those every day to get good progress. Then once I get those girls' socks done, I've just got the little grandbaby socks to do, and that will take, if I work on them really quick, just for the day, just by itself, so I can probably get them done in a day. So that shouldn't take, the hat shouldn't take that long. So it's just the 3 adult socks. And like I say, if I can cheat and use these instead of the I mean, it's more appropriate for Christmas yarn, right? She can wait for Halloween. If I give them to her for Halloween, the Halloween socks for her and her summer birthday, then they won't have as much use by the time she gets up to Halloween. And that's what I'm doing. I am crafting my little fingers. Well, they're not little, they're swollen and cracked and slower. And not that slim either. Just well worked hands. I'm using just working my well worked hands to try to accomplish as much as possible. There's some nights I'm going to bed and I'm laying there thinking I need to be up doing the knitting and crocheting, and I need to be working on the presents. But I also know that if I don't get any sleep, then the next day's stitching or crafting won't be very good. Thank you very much for the people I've seen the little icon saying that I've got messages. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond to them. I hope that y'all all have a peaceful, have had a peaceful November. Wish you all a wonderful Thanksgiving. To everybody celebrating in Thursday. Yeah, it's almost here. Knocking on the door. I'll be just doing a little bit of a turkey breast and a few veg for my husband. We're I haven't done a big Thanksgiving meal in absolutely ages, decades probably. 15, 20 years since I've done a really big one. But it's the thought that counts, right? So I've just got to go into December with trying to knit all these socks and knit the grandbaby's little hat, and bury those threads in that quilt, and then start wrapping all these things. So I've got a whole little. For the kids, I give them 2 gifts usually. Usually a book, and then something, and usually a book and a pair of socks. And so I've got a whole mountain of some fabulous books, and I found some really, really lovely Christmas books yesterday. And like children's Christmas. I love children's Christmas books. I got one for the grandbaby. It's an Eloise Wilkins stories, and they're so precious and sweet. Little golden books, the Flower Fairy, the complete treasury of Flower Fairies. a couple of boys, I'm giving them Uncle John's bathroom readers for kids, because boys love weird facts, don't they? They really love. But I've been enjoying doing that. I've also found a book called My Christmas Treasury, I think, or My Christmas Stories by Norman Vincent Peale. I thought I sounded lovely, and Joe L. Wheeler. What's the name of the something about the Christmas stories? I've never read him, but they sound absolutely darling. So those are the ones I've I've got coming, so that I can read a couple of some Christmassy things. I'm also planning on doing an Advent book by Charles Spurgeon, The Joy of the World or something. And every day you've got a little passage, to read. So all excitement, all kinds of lovely things. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I've got a little cheap candle set, Advent, where you get a little candle out each day. I've got a nativity. It's one of those cardboard nativities, and each day you put one little thing onto the Advent. I bought that for myself this year. I've been wanting one for years, and I saw it and I was like, I'll end up getting it. Maybe it was a gift stress buying, but yeah, there's little bits and pieces. I'm trying to make it as special as possible, and I will eventually get my tree put together. Hopefully next time you see me it'll be lovely and decorated. But at the moment it's crackling behind me because this chair is pushed up against the tree. It was lovely talking to you, or talking with you. Y'all have a fabulous end of November, and I hope I'll get this up. Try to get this up as soon as possible, with very little editing, I think, this time. And I will hopefully see y'all sometime in December. Y'all take care.